From the national newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Lisa Laporte. Police in Rome used tear gas and water cannons today to disperse demonstrators as things took a violent turn during a pro-Palestinian protest. Rome was one of several European cities where thousands took to the streets, calling for a ceasefire as the first anniversary of the Hamas attacks on Israel approaches. Foreign Affairs Minister Melanie Joly says more flights have been chartered by Canada to get Canadians out of Lebanon on Monday and Tuesday as violence escalates between Israel and Hezbollah militants. Forecasters say Tropical Storm Milton has formed in the Gulf of Mexico.
Florida in the path of another possible hurricane next week, with Tropical Storm Milton brewing in the Gulf of Mexico. Here's the National Hurricane Center's Dan Brown.
It could become a hurricane by the time it reaches Florida, either kind of late Tuesday or Wednesday time period.
But Brown says even before that,
we are looking at potential for heavy rainfall across portions of Florida.
And he says residents need to prepare.
Right now it's a good time for folks to try to replenish some of their hurricane supplies.
Meanwhile, Hurricanes Kirk and Leslie remain far out at sea with no forecast showing either making landfall. I'm Julie Walker.
Convenience store firms are suing the federal government to overturn regulations restricting the sale of nicotine pouches to pharmacies.
Mac's Convenience Stores and Couche-Tard are two of the chains claiming in a federal court application that Health Canada's restriction rules are unfair and unconstitutional. In its own court application, Parkland Corporation, which operates gas station convenience stores under the On the Run banner, says limiting sales to pharmacy only will just increase demand for illegal products. Earlier this year, the National Health Agency approved only one nicotine pouch product, Imperial Tobacco's Zonic pouches. Now, the pouches are supposed to be used as a form of nicotine replacement therapy, but concerns persist over its recreational use. Rob Westgate, The Canadian Press.
BC's new Democratic Party leader is promising to offer a $75 million loan forgiveness program to expand healthcare services in rural British Columbia. David Eby says the party hopes to attract more doctors, nurses, and health professionals.
We need to win the competition for doctors and nurses, both nationally and internationally. They're thinking about where to practice. They're graduating from school, and they're looking for a place to practice. And one of those ways that we can ensure that we continue to lead Canada in recruiting new doctors and nurses is to support new graduates in coming to work in British Columbia.
And actor Keanu Reeves crashed during his professional auto racing debut today in Indiana, but was uninjured. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, superstar Shohei Ohtani is about to realize his childhood dream of playing in Major League Baseball's playoffs. His Los Angeles Dodgers host the San Diego Padres tonight in Game 1 of the National League Division Series. Padres pitcher Dylan Cease says he knows how to throw against Ohtani.
Yeah, I faced him when he was on the Angels. Obviously, he's a great hitter, and you got to mix it up and do the best that you can to not leave it over the heart of the plate, really.
Ohtani spent the last 6 years with the Los Angeles Angels, who never made the postseason during that time. It's a great start to the NHL season for the New Jersey Devils. They beat Buffalo 3-1 today in Prague to sweep the two-game global series between the teams. And the Saskatchewan Roughriders can book a playoff spot tonight with a victory in Edmonton against the Elks in CFL action. From the Canadian Press, I'm Lisa Laporte.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.